Good morning, fam. Welcome back to the vlog. I just got to work and it is Wednesday when I'm starting this. So I'm just seeing what we got going on here. Nothing crazy. I really don't have much work to do at all, which is not a bad thing because I don't think I'll be coming in tomorrow. I've got a hair appointment. I'm so excited. So I'll take you guys along for that. I'm actually going to be putting hair color in my hair for the first time in 4 years. Anywho, I'm just going to check my email and then get to working on what I started yesterday because I need to send that out today. So I'm currently working on a gift certificate that I'm donating for a silent auction, and this is the first time I've done something like this as a home baker. I mean, I've heard of it being done, like working at the bakery back whenever I did. We would give away gift certificates or gift cards or whatever whenever they so choose. And I've been asked before. I was asked whenever I was brand new as a home baker, which kind of blew my mind a little, but honestly, it's usually by people who have never purchased anything from me, ordered anything from me, and as small as my cake business is, I don't really have the means to donate a lot. It's not like it makes a lot of money or anything. It's more of just a hobby because I enjoy doing it. I've said no in the past, but that was, for people that have never ordered anything from me. But this person is one of my regulars. She supports me a lot, so I want to support her by doing this donation. They're doing a silent auction at a charity ball, and they were asking for donations. So with that being said, I'm using Canva to make it, but I asked ChatGPT to help me build it because I've never done this, and I wasn't exactly sure what to include, and I know that there should be fine print like an expiration date and where to pick it up and how to redeem it, blah blah blah. So it was very helpful and it gave me a lot of information, so I made it and I'll show it to you guys, and I'm gonna print it out here. It's very cute. So this will be the front, and then there's a back side with like the redemption, how to redeem it. So but it's like a very light pink color, matches my logo, and it's coming off kind of black on screen, but this is like a dark gray because my logo has light gray, so this is like a darker gray. I don't know, it just fits the vibe and I think it's very cute. Look how cute. And I printed it on like a shiny kind of reflective paper. I like it. I'm home. I had stopped by the commissary real quick because I needed dog food and my mom needed a few things, so I went ahead and grabbed those for her, but I'm home now. I have this thing where I feel like if I'm running any sort of errand, I feel like I need a drink. And so while I was in there, I picked up one of these. These Kavita refreshers are really good. I've had this. This is the Mojito, the lime mint coconut. I've had this before plenty of times and it's so delicious. And also, normally I'm an Olipop gal when it comes to probiotic sodas, but their Poppy was on sale, and then it was $2 cheaper for the 4-pack than the Olipop would be. A little more than $2. But I got the cherry limeade and the strawberry lemon. These are my 2 favorite ones from Poppy, so I'm gonna put these in the fridge. Maybe have one later. Dripping water everywhere. Thank you. They were outside for probably a total of 5 minutes, and they're still panting so much. Just let them out to go to the bathroom. But it is currently 93 degrees, and we are under an extreme heat advisory until 7 p.m., which is kind of how it goes for the end of July all the way through August for the South usually. So we're used to it, but my goodness, I feel like you just never get used to the heat. I've lived here my entire life, but you just never get used to the heat. It's so miserably hot. It drains your energy. It makes you not want to do anything. Oh, and for that reason, I decided to not cut the grass, to just go ahead and hire someone. Christian used to do it when he was home, and when he left, he told me to hire someone while he was gone. But I was like, oh, I kind of want to save the money, because the last guy we had was $120 a month, and I don't know if that's expensive or not expensive, because that was the first yard guy I ever hired. He did our yard last year. I was like, I'd rather save the $120 a month, because, you know, we want to build a house, and there's so much that we're saving up for in the future. I felt like every penny counts. But not only is it so sweltering hot, and we only have a push mower, it's different if you're on a riding lawnmower. Also, I just don't have a lot of time. With just my schedule in general, I'm too busy. So everyone around me is like, just shut up and pay for someone to do it. So I have a guy coming this afternoon. He might have already come by, I don't know. He just told me to send him my address. He's a friend of a family friend, kind of friend of a friend. So he has a landscaping business down here, and he does one of our friends' yards and family members' yards. So he came highly recommended, and he was like, just send me your address and I'll drive by this afternoon, gather up a quote, and send you how much it'll cost. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not that expensive, because while I would like to save the money, I just, for one, don't have time, and it's just so hot. I don't want to do that to myself. I also recently learned, I'm not sure how true this is, but I recently learned that SSRIs, which I'm on Zoloft and SSRI, they do something to, because you know, like, these mental health issues are chemical imbalances in your brain. So the Zoloft and SSRIs in general, like, mess with the chemical balances in your brain, I guess. And it does something to the part of your brain that regulates body temperature in a negative way, so you can overheat a lot easier. And I'm thinking that's why my face gets beet red so quickly, because I feel like my face gets unnecessarily red. I am more fair skinned, but it just gets unnecessarily red whenever I'm hot. And I don't think that I've always been like that. I could be wrong. But yeah, you're supposed to be more careful if you're on an SSRI and you're spending a lot of time in the heat, because you can overheat easily and not realize it. So like, there was one time I did yard work and I was only out there for a few hours, and it was before, like, you're supposed to stay out of the sun between 10 and 4 because those are the hottest points of the day. I was in the sun from like 7:30 to 10:30, and I took breaks too, and I still got overheated. I had a really bad headache for the next 24 hours. It took almost pretty much until that night for my face to stop being red, and I just did too much. So I don't know. And that wasn't even the hottest part of the year. That was back when it was still like 85 degrees outside. So yeah, I think just all in all, it'd be better if I pay someone to do the yard. So hopefully he will come by and give me that quote. So I was just letting them free feed because that's never been a problem before. But recently, Miss Chunkert here has been trying to hoard food from him, and I have no idea why. I was trying to break her of that habit, like I would get on to her. But I think that, cause like he would go eat food and then she would growl at him. So I would get on to her for that. But whenever he wasn't hungry and he wasn't eating food, I think she was just eating to keep him from having anything to eat. Even though it's not like she could finish the whole free feeder. So yeah, I realized we were going through food quicker and she gained a little bit of weight. So now we are no longer free feeding. I am feeding them the recommended amount according to the bag every day with a little bit of warm vegetable broth on it to make it like more enticing, because I knew that if I just put dry food in a bowl, they wouldn't eat it right then and there and I wouldn't be able to control their intake. But I knew if I made it a little interesting, they would eat it right then and there. I also wanted to show y'all, I got this in the mail from Amazon yesterday. I wanted a little like workout dress, kind of like a Halara, but I actually found this shape that is different. You know, it's not like spaghetti strapped. It's kind of like a tennis dress. And it has a collar, how cute, and a cinched waist. It was $32 from Amazon and it came with separate shorts, which I think is really cool. Like they're totally separate and then they have pockets on each side for your phone. So I'm super excited. This is a little out of my comfort zone, to be honest, because ever since I gained weight, what, like 4 years ago, I've been insecure about my legs and my arms, and I'm more comfortable with my legs now because they've gotten more toned and stronger. But my arms I'm still insecure about. But also, like, I hear all the time people will say, you know, when you think about someone who passed, you don't speak of them like, oh yeah, she looked banging in a bikini when she was like 30. You say like, she was a great mom, she was a great friend, she was a wonderful sister, she was so sweet. And that sticks with me every time I think about being insecure about wearing something that I think is really cute. I'm like, who cares? Like, I care. And yeah, I do want to be healthier and more lean, but that's for future Kristen. I'm working on her right now. So who cares? Wear the tennis dress. So I've just been spending some time working on some fondant work because I have a cake due tomorrow that it's bluey themed and it needed a good bit of fondant work. I'll show it to you. But it had, I think the cake in the photo had fondant figurines, and I'm not doubting my mad skills, but to be completely honest, I didn't want to make them. I'm not a big, like, I don't want to make figurines, I don't want to make people. I don't think I could make people. Not like realistic looking people. It just started raining really hard. But instead, I asked her if it'd be okay if I just bought bluey toppers, like from Amazon or Walmart or something, and put those on the cake, which would be a much cheaper option. Because I got these, which was only $13 from Amazon, and I would have had to charge her like $20 per figurine or something crazy, because they would take so long to make out of fondant. And no one likes eating fondant anyways, like it's rare. So that someone likes it. So figurines it is. But the last thing I need to do is make little party hats for them. Other than that, the fondant work is done. So I'm gonna try to knock that out really quick because I need to cook dinner soon. All right, here's what I've got so far. Man, for as much time as I've spent, I haven't made much, but honestly, it was mixing all the colors. I made my rainbow. These are like little balloons that I put on acrylic sticks so that they are almost look like they're floating. And then a number 8 because they're turning 8. And that's that, just party hats left. It is a raining. And of course the yard is very tall, but that guy did come by and he gave me a quote, and they are starting tomorrow. So claps for that. Miss Ma'am is hiding in the bathroom because it's raining hard and she thinks there might be thunder, which there might be. My poor baby. It's gonna be okay, I promise. Alright, it's time to cook dinner. I'm doing something pretty simple tonight, just spaghetti with, I do Italian sausage as my meat. And then I'm doing something a little different. Instead of noodles, I'm gonna do tortellini. So got my pan heating up. I'm gonna throw my onion and stuff in it, and then I'll boil that water. And the tortellini only takes 3 minutes. Ready in 2 minutes. Oh, shiz. It's burbling. That is as far as I'm able to get on the cake tonight. I'll have to put the rainbow and everything on it in the morning whenever I wake up and box it up. So I'm just sitting here with my dogs now, laying down. I had to put a wrap on Ray. She has a cyst that opened up, and well, I guess she opened it up. It didn't just open up, but she keeps messing with it, and I need it to close and heal. But yeah, she keeps messing with it. So I put some ointment on it, and I wrapped it up in some gauze and whatnot. We do have a plan to have it removed, so it will be removed, but the vet said it's harmless, just a harmless sebaceous cyst, but since she keeps messing with it, I do want to get it removed, so. Oh, I'll show you guys my hand. It blistered up. It's not good. Apparently that sauce was very hot, so I don't think I've ever had a burn blister like that. That's gonna be interesting. Anyway, I guess I'll ask ChatGPT what I should do to heal it properly, because I'd prefer not to have a scar. I know you're not supposed to pop blisters though, so I should be careful. Anyway, I'll just be doing this the rest of the evening, get ready for bed, so I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. I was supposed to go to the gym and work out my legs this morning, but honestly, they're still very sore from my leg workout on Monday that I did with my trainer. She kicks my butt every time, but this was like on another level. So I think we did much heavier weights. She's really, pushing me. They're still sore, and I know that a part of building muscle, like, because you're tearing it and then it has to heal. So a part of building muscle is resting. So I figured I'll just do a rest day today, probably take my dogs for a walk later on just so I can get some movement in. But I am going to rest my legs, and I'll probably, because I'm working out with my trainer again tomorrow, but we're going to do arms since we did legs on Monday. So I'll probably just push my second leg day off until Saturday, and that'll be fine. I'll still get my leg day in, but not injure myself because I don't think that I could. They're less sore than they were yesterday and the day before. The day after was the worst. And then yesterday they were a little bit better, and then today they're a little bit better. I don't think I could go through a full leg workout and give it 100%, so rest it is. But it's currently 6:30 in the morning. I woke up my alarm went off at 10 minutes to 6. I was just finishing up that cake. I had the fondant, like rainbow and the number and stuff, I had to put chocolate on the back of them and put supports on them to stick them in the cake and make sure that they'll hold up and not fall over or fall apart during travel or whatever it may be. That cake is done, but I do need to take pictures of it and box it up. I just want to wait until the lighting is a little better outside. We don't have to leave here for my hair appointment until 7:45. My hair appointment's at 8 and my hairstylist is, honestly, it probably takes 5 minutes to get there, but I don't like to be late, so we'll leave at 1:45. And I say we because I'm babysitting my niece today. One of my nieces is going to private school this year. It's a long story, but one of my nieces is going to private school this year instead of public school, and my other 2 nieces are still going to public school, so her private school doesn't start until August 18th, and it's only July 24th right now, and my other nieces started school this morning. They're headed out. They just headed out a few minutes ago. So my other niece that is going to private school will be bouncing around family members until school starts because my sister is a teacher, so she's back to work. And my brother-in-law also works almost every single day, so yeah, she'll be hanging out with me for the most part because I'm the one that's the most available. But whenever I'm not here, like next week I'll be gone, she'll be with my mom and dad and, you know, just bouncing around because she does have another set of parents. My sister has a blended family, so she will spend some time with her father and her stepmother, so that's cool. It'll work out. We have a village. But yeah, I'm not trying to film her and put her on my YouTube channel, so she probably won't even show up. But when I say we, it's because I got a straggler with me today. All right, here she is all done. I love how it turned out. I think it looks very cute. So I'm just gonna snap some pictures and then get it boxed up. All right, we're about to head out to the salon. She told me to come with dirty hair. I think it's easier to dye or something. But yeah, we'll probably be there for a few hours. But I'm so excited and I can't wait to show you guys how it turns out. My hair in the sun. All done.
I didn't have a 1-year-old.
All right, I'm home. It was raining outside, so my hair has fallen a bit, but my niece wanted to go to my favorite sushi restaurant, actually. I was like, hey, what do you want for lunch? Because we don't really have anything at home. And she was like, seaweed roll? I've taken her there once, and I guess she liked it, so we went back there. Delicious, as always. My hair color turned out exactly how I want it to. I'll insert a slow motion video that my hairdresser took out in the sunlight so that you guys can see it. It turned out perfect. It's so pretty. And then I came home and a package was delivered. Christian saw this phone case on TikTok and he sent it to me and I was like, oh, that's so cute. And he ordered it, so it just came in. Let's see if it looks the same in person. I've had the same phone case on my phone for quite some time. Oh, it's cute. So it's like a little bookshelf. And it's like a taupey brown color, flexible. So it'll be, I guess, like shock absorbent. So I love that. I'm gonna have to take a picture and send it to him. But now I am going to be decorating a cake that's due tomorrow. It's a 3-tier, kind of a doozy. I don't know, not really. There's just a lot to it. She wanted it very over the top, or he wanted it very over the top. It's for his niece, I think, and he wanted to be very grand. So it's Princess and the Frog themed, a lot of piping, butterflies, flowers, gold. So we're gonna jazz it up. I've iced it and it's in the freezer. I just need to smooth it and put the finishing touches on it. The finishing touches are just gonna take a while. All right, this is as far as we're gonna get for now, which I think is pretty good. That was honestly the majority of it. I really just need to add some accents now. I have some edible paper butterflies. She wants more gold on it, some gold leaves, so I'll do that. And then I made some white flowers, so I'll jazz it up a little bit more, but it's pretty much done, so that's quite the accomplishment. I've been dreading that one, but honestly, when I got into it, I was excited. It was going really well. Let me just knock on wood here. Excuse me. Okay, it was me. It was me. Forget you can't do that when you have dogs. But yeah, it was going really well, and I don't know, I like that. Like the payoff is really nice. Seeing how beautiful it is when it's done is really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna take a break for now, and then I will get up and cook some dinner, just some easy. I'm making sweet chili chicken. I think it's sweet chili chicken over rice and just some green beans on the side. Super, super easy dinner, super chill. Alrighty, Roo, she's all done. She's beautiful. I love her. We love her. She's great. Good morning, guys. I am coming to you live from my new, what's this called? Phone stabilizer tripod. It's a stabilizer, tripod, all kind of crap, and it comes with this cute little remote. It's something that Christian saw on the TikTok shop and just sent it to me as a surprise because he thought, oh, she could use that. And this thing is great. This is what it is. Hohem Steady X3 SE. A gimbal. That's what they're called, a gimbal. Yeah, so it's really cool. You can detach the tripod at the bottom. Oh, I think my customer's here. Okay, sorry, I had a customer come pick up some cakes, or some cupcakes. Anyway, yeah, this thing is really great. And I used to have a gimbal a few years ago, but it crapped out on me, so I just never bought a new one. And I also used to have just a small tripod, like a countertop tripod, that you could go from portrait to landscape on, but that was all it did. But it was honestly great for whenever I didn't want a big tripod for whatever I was filming. I was super excited whenever he sent this. Yeah, it's really cool. This little remote is really cool. I can move you. I can move you. You can go up and down. Right? All kind of stuff. I can also flip you completely around. I'm not gonna do that though, because there's a box of gloves behind you that you're gonna hit. Anyway. And then you can record and not record from this button. It's really cool. But yeah, so on tap for today is cakes. As always on Fridays, I've got 3 cakes that I need to do. I have 1 pickup left today, which is the tall 3-tier cake. The person that ordered it is not in town. They're not going to be here until Sunday. So I sent them a picture to make sure that they like it, and they do, which was really nice. But they're sending someone else to get it, so I told them to give them my contact information and we'll get it taken care of. But yeah, I'm about to go work on the other cakes that I need to do. Alright, so I'm starting dinner. It's only noon, but I'm starting dinner because I am making a French onion pot roast that takes quite a while to do. So I've got my pot roast seared, cooking down my onions, and then you basically just add beef stock and a few other things and pop it in the oven for almost 4 hours. Oven's done. This is the first time I have sat down in hours. I'm tired, but I crumb coated and iced all of my cakes. I didn't film that part because I thought it would be kind of boring. It's very repetitive. And then I showed you guys me decorating the Hello Kitty cake, which turned out really cute. It looks similar to the photo, but not exact. I think the cake that she sent for inspiration was a little bit taller, so they were able to fit more designs on the side, and I just couldn't do it without it looking too crowded, so I made a judgment call and did what I thought would fit and look nice still. I'm sure she'll be fine with it. And I checked on my pot roast in the oven, and it's looking good and it's smelling delicious in this house, so dinner will be delicious. I just need to make some mashed potatoes, which I do from scratch. I just boil the potatoes and then add whatever milk, butter, seasoning, make them that way. And then I got canned peas because we haven't had canned peas in a while. A lot of my family likes it, but Christian doesn't, so whenever he was home, I never did peas as a side, which I get it. They're like an acquired texture. That's usually what gets people, is the texture. But we're gonna have mashed potatoes with pot roast and peas. I think it's gonna be really good. And then I have one more cake that I need to finish. It is mermaid, kind of sea life themed. I need to make some mermaid tails and seashells out of fondant in specific colors. And after I get that one done, I would like to get both of the cakes that are picking up tomorrow boxed up and just in the fridge ready to go, because they both want to come fairly early in the morning, and I do want to be able to get to the gym and get a workout in before they come. Okay, I didn't need too many pieces of fondant decorations for this cake, but I did make what I needed. It's very mermaid, sea themed. I do have to mix a few colors for piping, but I'm pretty much ready to put this one together. So let's do that. And that is all she wrote for these cakes. I think they look great. Little Miss Purse over here just made herself comfortable. Oh, baby girl. She just dug herself into these pillows. She ready for bed. I ran out of good lighting to take pictures of the cakes, so I will have to do them in the morning after all. But that's okay. They're completely done, so that helps. You know, at least they're done, and I just have to take pictures of them. That is the end of the day for me, and I also think I'm gonna end off the vlog here because that's kind of everything that I was gonna get into this week. Tomorrow will be pretty chill, thankfully, because I've had a busy week, so I'm ready for it to be chill. And then in a few days, I'll be going to visit Christian, which I'm so excited for, and I am going to vlog that trip so you guys will get to see as well. I'm super excited to see him. I'm excited to explore a new area and just hang out with him, try new food, all kind of stuff, you know, all that good stuff. So stay tuned if you'd like to see that, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.